They call them the faces of a failing system. And one of these imprisoned men is from West Michigan.
The ACLU and the Michigan Campaign for Justice say that those men were failed by the state's system of public defenders.
24-hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia spoke with the groups in Lansing and the lawyers who say the West Michigan man did receive a proper defense.
The Muskegon case is one of 13 critics here in Lansing say show a problem in the criminal justice system. That system convicted Alfonso Sonas Sr. of 2 August 2002 armed robberies at Muskegon gas stations. One was at this Shell, the other at this Admiral. Sonas is now serving time in a Michigan prison. Do you believe he's innocent?
You know, I'm not in a position to say that, but I do believe that he was not provided a fair trial. And in that case, that is a miscarriage of justice.
An unfair trial, ACLU senior staff attorney Robin Dahlberg says, in part because Sonas was put into a lineup with people who didn't look much like him. And that, she says, was not properly challenged. Dahlberg says the man's lawyer didn't properly handle the fact that a police officer said he identified someone else committing the crime on surveillance video. The man who represented Sonas in the public defender system tells us he did give his client a proper defense. He says the officer thought the suspect on surveillance simply looked a little bit like another man. The lawyer says he believes he obtained a photograph of the man. And he says he did try to bring in an expert witness to challenge the value of eyewitness identification. Muskegon County prosecuting attorney Tony Tagg says the defense lawyer was competent, evidence in the case was solid, and it was held up on appeal.
So the fact that the ACLU is grabbing this case makes me think that their argument is ill-advised.
There is a larger argument. Tagg says the system deserves scrutiny, and like any system, there may be some people who aren't doing their job exactly right. Still, he says the public defender system is working in his county. But the report out today by the ACLU and the Michigan Campaign for Justice says the system as a whole is failing. The report says public defenders aren't given the time and resources to properly defend their clients. It says the mistakes are exacting emotional and monetary costs. One man, who the report says was wrongly imprisoned for 6 years before his charges were dismissed, spoke for himself.
When I went, my daughter was 2 and I didn't get out till she was 7. For me, it seemed like forever.
The critics who put out this report say they hope it will lead to change. In Lansing, Tony Tagliavia, 24-hour News 8.
Again, the public defender in the Muskegon case says that he gave his client a proper defense, but he does believe the system in Michigan is not the best.